we have established that it's definitely not locally produced, so the only licenses, because there are quite a bit, about 20 licenses was issued for the importation of potatoes from Mexico. So the more likelihood of it coming from Mexico is that it's from there.
What was the shipment route? Do you know?
Right now we're still trying to ascertain the exact quantities that were in fact imported between January 8th and the end of January.
Have you guys ascertained whether this shipment came in through the Mexico-Belize border or from the Guatemala-Belize border in the west?
No, we do not issue permits for potatoes coming from Guatemala, only from two sources. One is from Holland and the other is from Mexico.
Okay. In terms of the swift response of Baja, in light of what is taking place in San Ignacio and the Cayo district, can you tell us whether or not there have been confiscations elsewhere across the country?
Confiscation has happened all around the country except Corozal and Orange Walk.
In terms of what has been found, quantity, in terms of the confiscations across the country, can you share with us some information?
Again, we are capturing small amounts, really. We have, apparently, this potato was in fact on the market for over a week now, and we're probably just picking up the last amounts that are on the market. And it's not plenty, but in fact you can see the distinction between that tinted dyed potato and the locally red skin potato that we grow. No?
An investigation such as this, you mentioned earlier that several importers have been granted the license to bring in potatoes into the country. Where would an investigation such as this start from?
We begin by, one, having the listing of importers that were issued a license on January 8th, and then we go to ascertain of those importers the timing of how these imports were done between January the 8th and January the 31st. Thereafter, because not all importers are granted are granted the same amount, but some larger quantities that import. So we will have to look at those two figures there. We also need to do some groundwork with the people that we are confiscating the potatoes from, again to ascertain who sold them those potatoes, because sometimes it's even a third party that they bought it from.